Coming up next is a session with three very bright and intelligent females from Plaksha, who helped us put together India's first only women hackathon for WIT India Forum, which saw 425 plus teams participate and 3,000 plus participants. This was organized in partnership with IBM. Let's hear from Rashmi, Neha, and Mahathi of how they came about organizing this hackathon for WIT India Forum and if they faced any challenges in doing so.
Hi, I'm Rashmi Nagpal. I am undergoing Plaksha Tech Leaders Fellowship.
Hi, my name is Neha Gupta and I am the fellow at Plaksha Tech Leader Fellowship.
Hi, I'm Mahathi Parvatam. I'm currently pursuing a fellowship program in Plaksha.
WIT India Forum is to enable, empower, and employ women from all walks of the life. I, being the core member of the Women Who Go community, have organized a couple of hackathons, and which were, they were mostly about the gender agnostic. And therefore, I just felt a need to bring more women under the one roof and let them learn, challenge themselves, their skills, and network with the other industry experts. And of course, to collaborate with the other open-minded individuals. So hence, with the present ongoing situation of the COVID-19 stress, I realized the need of, to unleash the can-do spirit of the participants to create innovative solutions so that there's problems, whatever the solutions that they're creating, it should revolve around the COVID-19, which will affect societies at large and of course, will create an impeccable imprint on the minds of the others. And with this vision, WIT joined the hands with the Call for the Code IBM, which is a global challenge. And it's in the partnership with the United Nations Human Rights. And their vision was also aligned with what we really want to achieve. And therefore, there was no second thought about going further with the hackathon. So during the initial days of the initiative, we envisioned to create it a very small with 100 individuals, but after the close partnership with the IBM, we aimed to achieve the high numbers and gradually ended up having more than 3,000 participants.
Like Rashmi mentioned, IBM was our collaborator over here. And as part of it, our duty was to get more participants to register, and the technical support was totally provided by IBM. So like the way the enablement sessions conducted were really commendable. Like they were women themselves, and also the response was overwhelming that we had to conduct an extra session also. And this IBM team provided a very pivotal role in empowering the women for the right resources like the crowd credits and everything.
So this was my first hackathon where I was volunteering, and as we know, this was the India's largest women-only hackathon. And as this was happened during the COVID-19 pandemic, to connect with the companies was not that easy. So to connect with the companies, we have to either call them or email them. So we divided the work within ourselves, and then we try to reach out to the companies.
This is my first time being part of such a big hackathon. And we were also very lucky to be helping in the facilitating of the first jury round. And this is where I got to see the hard work of every participant and their wonderful ideas. They coming from different backgrounds and different skill sets, combining them together was really great to see. And this is like the first time I'm on the other side of the table. So I was generally like a student presenting my projects and always on the participant side. But on the evaluation side, this was totally different. Now I realize how tough it is to be an evaluator too. But I really enjoyed the experience, and I was excited as like the participants were to hear the results.
In the hackathon, team worked on diverse projects related to the current COVID-19 situations. For example, few teams worked on social distancing within the office, while others worked on mental well-being and fake news detection. The participant explained humans are social animals and staying in isolation can adversely impact their mental well-being. Another interesting project was on fake news detection. The team presented an AI-based model which could integrate with various communication platforms like WhatsApp and tell if the news was reliable or fake. And this was a very helpful solution in my viewpoint.
So the theme was Women COVID Warriors, Accelerating the New Normal. We feel that women can code new solutions to adapt to the new normal right now. So initially we thought of some sub-themes like crisis communication, e-learning, remote education, mental well-being, social isolated lifestyle and everything. But then we thought that, okay, let's give it to the participants to choose what theme they want to go ahead with. So on a personal note, I see my mom who works as a delivery manager in a company. She's a warrior fighting the current scenario. She manages her office work, the household work, takes care of elders in the house, finds time to pursue her hobbies, and spends quality time with the family. So she knows her own hacks to tackle the situation. I'm sure every woman out there has found their ways too. So this hackathon is a way to circulate such kind of ideas women have, and which can help themselves improve their lives and help others too. So sharing these ideas, forming teams, and working on digital solutions is a way we can help each other in these times.
All the ideas were so marvelous, and they were all encouraged to participate in the IBM Call for the Code, which is a global challenge. And coupled with that, everyone was given the feedback, so that they can improvise with whatever the solution that they're proposed right now, so that they can polish the solutions, and then they can submit for the Call for the Code. Along with that, there were, the prizes, and mentorship was being given to them. And there was interesting a popular choice award, which, when you won a maximum awards, to keep up the enthusiasm between the participants. And on top of that, I mean, the individuals were also given the recognition on the platform, and again, the visibility of their project or the solution that they have proposed. And they were also being encouraged to deploy their ideas on a larger scale so that they could impact the lives of many. So the impact, visibility, I would say, the recognition, these are certain nutshell, I would say. I mean, these were certain attributes which were given to those those ideas which won this hackathon.
So the team which won the hackathon was Powerpuff Girl, and the team was awarded with the 1 lakh cash prize along with that $1,000 crowd credentials of IBM. They also won the 3 group interactive session with WIT advisory board members.
Giving a personal example of myself, how I'm using technology in my daily routine is using the fitness and health apps right now. I'm a person who always plays outside, goes for runs and everything. But due to the scenario, of course, this is not possible. So for me, I started using the Cult live classes. I mean, that kind of technology is helping so many people be physically active and mentally fit too. So these kind of ideas with different workouts, meditation applications, and many more, I feel there's an immense potential for technology in today's world.
Tech is a great enabler in the present crisis. It is helping people order daily essentials online and maintain social distancing. It is helping them stay in touch with their family members and maintain mental well-being. It is helping people work from home. Some schools and universities have bought their classes online and are helping students continue their education. These examples clearly indicate that tech is helping us out in this present crisis. I would wonder how much tougher life would have been during the Spanish flu of 1918 and take a sign of relief.
I feel the empowering the underrepresented groups, like the inclusion of the more women in the male-dominated technological domain. So that's my real passion, and like to paying it forward, because I myself, when I started on in the field of computer sciences, I also used to feel timid and very shy, and always used to think my peers are much more better than me. But in the nutshell, I was feeling that I am not that capable enough. I was not feeling the confidence in myself, in my own skin. So I feel that many other women out there must also be correlating with my story, and therefore the need of giving back to the society, because I myself had been got the privilege of getting the mentorship and being in the network of the people, those who really can give and who really care for you, for your growth, for your success. So I really want to pay it forward to the people out there. That's my passion of using the technical skills.
So I see data science and machine learning is changing the world. Either it's healthcare, either it's e-commerce, or either it's the fitness industry. So if you see the current scenario, because of that, the life was very easy. So I want to build some kind of a product which help us to use these technologies and make our life more better.
I've always had a keen interest in psychology and why people behave how they do, and especially in mental health, because I feel that is the most important part a person should have, irrespective of whoever they are. So I feel that mental health problems can be solved using technology solutions, and in the current scenario, it is like utmost important. And that is why I am very passionate about natural language processing, which can help enable find good solutions like chatbots or any other kind of technical solutions we can find to make our lives better.
Thank you, Rashmi, Neha, and Mahathi.